Hey, what is up, you guys? I am back. Please ignore my buns. I have super thin, flat, no volume hair, and I wanted to try to do something different, and it just did not work. So, I have been requested by a lot of people to do like a natural, everyday glam look. So this is going to be broken up into two videos. This video is going to be how I do my face, how I get my base, how I do my makeup, and then the other video is going to be just focused on my eye look. So I'm just going to jump right in. I usually every morning wipe my face down with a cotton round and this Garnier Skin Active Micellar water. I do the mattifying one because I have oily skin, and so as you can see, I am having some breakouts and a little bit of redness, but I usually like to moisturize, and I've said in my skincare video, you know, what I do may not be for everyone. You have to know your skin. Trying to get my skin to be clear has been a struggle that I've always, you know, kind of had, but I seem to be kind of getting good. So even if you have oily skin, the key is to stay moisturized, because a lot of times people don't use a moisturizer when they have oily skin, and your skin starts to create more oil because it's not moisturized. So it sounds kind of crazy, kind of counterintuitive, but if you keep your skin moisturized, it will help with your natural oil production. I use this Cetaphil moisturizing lotion for body and face, all skin types, lightweight hydration for everyday use. It's fragrance free, which I love. Fragrances don't really bother me, but I think if I could do without them, I can. And so I am just gonna let this sit. I'm just gonna show you guys. So I usually get pretty enlarged pores here, and most of my breakouts kind of happen here. That little spot's like always there. My breakouts usually happen here. As you can see, they happen around my mouth, on my nose, and my eyebrows. So my skin stays fairly oily here and here. I have a skincare video, but my skincare is always changing. I just do a couple of key things. I make sure to exfoliate at least once a week. And I use, if I can find it, scoot my chair a little so I can get my thing open. I use this little thing in the shower, and I use hot water, and it just has these little hooks, and I just kind of lightly go down. So there's just a few things you can do. Like I said, skincare, what I do could work for you, what I do could not work for you. So I am going to prime my face. I use the Tatcha, this Silk Canvas primer that's white, so it's like hard to pick up. I know that a dupe for this is the e.l.f. Cosmetics Poreless Primer. Good luck trying to get it. I just take my finger and just get like a little scrape, and I do it here, here, and then a little down here. Good luck trying to get the e.l.f. Poreless Primer. Ever since Jeffree Star found out it was a dupe for this, it like stays sold out. So first, I just kind of go in and I smooth it everywhere. I try to be gentle because I don't want to pull my skin, because that creates premature wrinkling, and I don't want to look old sooner than I have to. And then I just kind of go and I press it in my skin just to make sure it fills in all those spots. Like, see, I've had this scar on my head for so long, and it always shows. And while that's kind of sinking in my skin, I am going to grab my Milk Makeup cooling water, and I am just going to put it under my eyes because I always have bags. Even whenever I get if I were to sleep for 24 days straight and be super well rested, I still would have these bags under my eyes. That's just naturally how my face is. The only way I feel like I could fix it permanently is to get filler right there. But see, I just naturally have, I mean, they are a little extra because I'm a mom and I don't sleep, but I just naturally have that. And then I am going to, one thing for me that I think makes makeup stand out is just how well your base is, and I just love a real good base. So I'm also going to take the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. I just bought the, I think it was called like Meet the Family. It was like a whole pack. I bought the sample sizes because I just wanted to make sure. So I also put them where I feel like my pores are. So you can see it gives like a blurring effect. And I put that where my makeup kind of, I feel like my pores are more visible. So basically right here, my cheeks and a little on my chin. And since I do have some breakouts, I am gonna color correct a little before I put my foundation on. And so if you have a breakout and your skin's red, you use green because it covers it up. I usually hold a little redness kind of here and here, and a little on my chin. And so I'm gonna take my damp beauty sponge. I'm gonna take the bottom because there's nothing on it, and I'm just gonna blend it out a little so that it's not, you know, showing up through my foundation, even though I will conceal too. All right. And so I am just gonna let this all kind of sit real quick, and I'm gonna grab my Mario Batsuki face water, and I'm just gonna spray it on my face just to give it like a nice little refreshing. I've been outside so much today. Not so much, but like we've been hanging out outside. I'm just gonna go in with my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Swan. I'm gonna try to get better to tell you guys the products that I'm using. Now, this isn't like an everyday drugstore video, an everyday, you know, like you could go out and get these products. But I'm showing you the techniques that I use so that this can be achieved with any type of makeup. Now, for an everyday look, you don't have to go full coverage. I just tend to go full coverage all the time. What you could do if you have a full coverage, I look crazy. If you have a full coverage foundation and you want it to just be more sheer, you can use a flat top brush. If you don't want to do full face, you can use a BB cream or a more sheer foundation. So I just like the coverage that my beauty blender gives me. This isn't an actual beauty blender. This is the Juno & Co. Velvet Microfiber Sponge. I did a first impressions review on it. That's on my channel. Feel free to check that out. And I always just put foundation over my lips. I think it gives it a nice base for my lipstick. And so when I use my beauty blender, I kind of just start from the bottom and work my way up. Everybody's different. I do my foundation before I do my eyes. That's just how I've always done it. I've tried switching it up. It feels so weird to me. Now I have noticed that this foundation, it doesn't dry fast, but it doesn't dry slow, but it does, I mean, it's like a medium dry down time. So as it's drying, I just go around and, you know, just really try to press it into the skin, give myself the best chance I can to blend it, blend it, blend it, blend it, blend it. As Jeffree Star says, let's bounce. So you can just pounce, bounce, blend. I don't swipe my beauty blender because I feel like it leaves marks. I just bounce it, bounce it, bounce it, bounce it, bounce, 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 bounce. And, you know, you can blend all the way down your neck. This is not too far off from my natural skin tone. Some people go up on their ears. Honestly, this is the way that I like my makeup to look. So that's how I do it. So as you can see, this is a full coverage foundation. Putting on, yeah, I use a damp beauty sponge so that my sponge doesn't soak up a lot of product. I just want to make sure that this is just even because I did see a little streak right there. So pick that up. This is already almost a 10-minute video and I've only done my foundation. That's why I'm separating you know. Then I'm gonna grab concealer. This you can find at any drugstore, CVS, I think maybe Walmart, I'm not sure. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and this is the shade Fairest. I use that to conceal but also highlight under my eye, because if you do a little lighter, it does make everything look a little more like lifted, you know, like you're not tired. For anyone who keeps up with me, my child finally slept through the night last night. I feel like a wonderful person. I feel nice. I feel like I could, I don't know, be nice to everyone instead of being nice to people I only like a little. So I am using this to conceal, but I am using it just to kind of highlight the parts that I like to highlight. I personally want to look ravishing at all times. Now I'm going to go into the shade Vanilla, which I don't know if there's shades in between here, but this is a little more closer to my skin tone, and I like to use it to conceal where I color corrected, just in case that green shows through. But as you can see, it's not really. I cover up these little pimples right here, this little divot kind of by my nose, because that's where my face breaks up a lot, by my mouth because I talk a lot, and on my chin. Just to give it like a layer of protection. And right here, because I got stabbed with a pencil and it still shows through sometimes, but I need a full color correcting thing, because I think blue, like, you know, if you get bruised or something and it like pulls blue, I think yellow cancels that. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. But I just, same beauty sponge, same side, I just tap it in. Tap, tap. I'm letting this stuff dry a little bit more because it does give me a little coverage. Tap, tap. The one downside to like having my face shape is to like really like get in there. I have to do that, and then it creases my forehead. Anyway, she finally slept through the night. If you guys have been following me, you know that that's been an issue for a little bit. I am doing a live Facebook tutorial on my, obviously, my Facebook makeup page. And it's going to be on May 11th, I think at 6 p.m. Central Time. That's to be determined, really. Because, you know, life never goes as planned. But I will link my Facebook makeup page down below. So I'm just gonna sit back a little, look a little crazy. So now the next step, set your face before any creasing can happen. Let's see, I am just gonna use the Kat Von D Shade Light palette for under my eyes. I am going to, actually I'm gonna grab this brush, I think. Is this the one I used, or is this my contour? You know, who knows. I'm gonna grab this middle color up top here. It's more of a yellow, and I'm going to press it under my eyes. Yellow brightens, so maybe yellow won't cover blue. I'm not sure. It's whatever's across from the color wheel. So I am just gonna press it under my eyes. When you use a liquid foundation, powder helps set it in place. And then I'm just gonna go into this lightest shade right here. I think they have names. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna go back over it. You're not really supposed to blow your makeup, it's unsanitary, but I'm the only one using this, so let's see. And then I think I'm actually gonna go into my Maybelline New York. This is loose powder in shade Light 01. It's a shine-free loose powder, and I'm going to grab that, and I'm going to pour some into the lid. That's what it looks like. And then I'm also gonna grab the Coty Airspun translucent powder and also tap a little bit into that lid. Oops, I almost knocked over my mirror. oh my gosh, we finally got my big like Hollywood vanity mirror out of storage, and I'm gonna get it put up soon. So I'm just kind of like mixing that around in this lid. Just to kind of get it. And I'm just gonna take like a puff and press. Yeah, I'm making a mess. But you know what? Like, I watched Tati Westbrook, and someone said, how do you not get powder all over you? And she said, I do. So, I mean, she's someone that like a lot of people watch. Now, this isn't like an everyday look, but this isn't like an everyday glam look. So I am going to pack it under my eyes to bake. And like I said, I always will have some creasing because of how my eyes are. Now, if you use like a stick foundation, I'm not sure how that would work because I myself have never used a stick foundation. But if you guys want to see me try one, let me know down in the comments. And I really try to be interactive with you guys. I'm just picking up a little bit more of that Coty Airspun and just putting like some right here because I do crease quite a bit right there and here on my nose. And I'm just gonna kind of let that like soak in. That's why they call it baking. The heat of your face, like, I don't know, sucks it in. This is so messy though. Like, it's everywhere, and it has a smell, which I'm not bothered by, but it is a little strong for some people. And so while that's setting in, I am just gonna grab I'm not gonna use that yet. Girl, where is it? Ow. My like chair's weird. I need to scoot back some. Where are you? Physicians Formula. I literally just used this 2 days ago. Here it is, I was in the wrong drawer. I'm gonna jump into my Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. I'm in light bronze, and I am just gonna use it to, I'm just gonna grab like a little round brush, grab it, dust it off. It smells like coconuts. I'm just gonna use it to lightly bronze my face a little while I'm baking. See, it's just very subtle. And I'm just gonna do it around, just so I'm not so damn pale. So dang pale. And I like to do it just right here by my hairline, you know, kind of make my face look a little smaller. And I'm just doing it very light-handed. Doing it in circles so that it's not harsh and it's blended. I don't have a huge forehead, in my opinion. If you think I do, let me know in the comments. But I don't really, I am, you know, chunky-er, so I like to go right here and give the illusion of a shadow so it looks like I have no double chins. So I take it right here and then I just kind of hit that jawline a little bit to give the illusion. Am I like losing foundation on my chin? Hope that works. Ugh. Sorry guys. And then just kind of focusing on where I contour. Then I'm gonna go into my Kat Von D again. I'm gonna grab the lightest cool tone brown right here. I'm gonna use the same brush. I'm gonna tap it off a little, and just kind of darken up my contour right here. Aren't these brushes so cute? My boyfriend got them for me for Valentine's Day. Contouring is a great trick. You just have to know how to do it right. So what I do, because contouring is different for everybody because everyone's face is shaped different. I have a relatively round face, so I go right here to kind of make it look like I have cheekbones. And that's a good thing that you can do, is kind of fish face. Go right there, darken this up a little, kind of give the appearance of a jawline, even though I don't have one because I like ice cream too much. And it's just about like, I feel you can do whatever the freak you want with your makeup. Do it however you want. If you like your eyeshadow, you know, blended a certain way, do it that way. If you like it blended a different way, do it that way. I was always told that makeup is to accentuate the features that you have. It's not to make you look different. It's just to naturally, you know, bring out the beauty that you already have. If you want to do your makeup to look like a totally different person, do it. More power to ya. If you like subtle makeup, cool. Makeup is for you. It's not for anybody else. I like my makeup a certain way. If you don't have to like the way that I do my makeup. If you do, I'm glad. If you've learned anything from my channel, that makes me so happy. If you haven't, you know, sorry. So when I contour my nose, I just kind of bring it to like a little V. I try to be subtle but snatched, or as the guy who does J-Lo's makeup, he calls it snatchral. Snatched but natural. And I just kind of do like another little V just to kind of make it, you know. And then I draw a little square right here to try to make my nose look a little smaller. Now I do have like texture in my nose. Sometimes it makes my nose look dirty. And then I kind of go down here because I hate the way the end of my nose looks. I think I have a nice bridge. I kind of do like this too. I think I have a nice bridge, but definitely like my nose like got bigger when I was pregnant with my daughter, and I feel like it just never went back the same. So I like to try to make it look smaller. So I do that, and then I grab a kind of loose fluffy brush, and I just go in like circles. I go up and down, I go all around, and I blend, 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 blend. And I also kind of take it around my face and just like get any excess powder off. I can go ahead and dust this bake off and just kind of blend it all together. No harsh lines here, sis. Unblended who? I don't know. I like to try to pick up on like other beauty gurus lingo. All right, so now that's all blended together. I am just going to, I got something in my eye. Grab the same spray I always use. You can use any spray. Like I said, you can use the makeup that you already have and achieve what I'm doing easily. All right, so I missed my face a few times during my makeup routine. When I do it is when I'm done with my powders. See how it kind of looks smaller here? I didn't do a great job this time, and I'm sorry. So now I'm just going to go ahead and just brush my eyebrows. I brush them up and kind of over. While I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead. If you want a little bit more of like a natural thing, I know this sounds like I'm like sponsoring Milk Makeup, but it's literally just the thing I got it in. This is their lip and cheek duo, and it's in the shade Work. I think that cream brush blushes give a more natural look. So what I do is I take my blush brush. I'm not gonna use that one. Ooh, y'all. Honey, that was almost bad. So I take a brush this still had some powder blush on it because I didn't use this for last time. And I kind of swipe it against the cream and I just kind of go like that and like kind of stipple it. I think it gives you a more natural look. Like I said, this is a natural glam. And I just kind of stipple, swipe, swirl. The 3 S's. Just to like blend it in. Now that did kind of pull off some of my makeup a little. Huh. And you know, where you place your blush and your highlight and your contour is based on personal preference and also on your face shape. So because I am pretty round, I don't want to put a whole lot right here. That's why I'm kind of, my main goal is to make myself not look as chunky. So everything I do kind of pulls the eye back. Like I'm giving myself like a facelift, you know, but like different. And I like a little on my nose. But it's however you want to do it. If you learn anything from my channel, it's that I don't try to tell people what to do. I don't think that the way that I apply makeup is the best way. I don't think it's the only way. You know, I know that there's like so many other ways to apply makeup, but you know, you do what you want. All right, for a more natural glow, I am still gonna use my Blacklight palette by BH Cosmetics. Actually, I'm gonna do something different, you guys. I am going to grab my Milk Makeup. Hang on, that's my blur stick. I have 2. I have a highlighter in the shade Lit, and then I have a holographic stick, Supernova holographic stick. This one's more close to my skin tone. So, I've never done this before. I'm gonna grab a highlighting brush, kind of dust it off a little, and just do the same thing that I did with my blush, just to keep it a little more subtle. And I'm just gonna go right on the high points of my cheeks, just to bring a tiny bit of glow. Now this is like a little purple, but like it just matches my skin tone a little bit better than that golder one. And I just brush it. So you just kind of is subtle versus my, you know, super blingy bling. And I just do it where naturally the light hits the top of my cheeks, hits the tip of my nose, hits the top of my lips. It hits a little right here, so I am just gonna do a tiny bit. Just natural, but glamorous. So as you can see, my base is pretty even. It makes my skin look smooth. You know, it's natural, but not. For eyebrows, when I do my natural glam, I still use my Anastasia Beverly Hills, but I just kind of fill in the spots that I want. You know, I just kind of lightly outline a little, and then I just fill in right here and right here. It's really quick. I don't spend a whole lot of time. I don't pack a lot of product onto my brush. You know, I just kind of like fill it in. Same with this one. I kind of, oh, that's darker than I wanted. I'll have to blend that out. I don't really spend a whole lot of time on the outline. I just kind of swipe and fill in. Maybe I can just try to make this tail match. That's already more than I wanted it to be. But you guys get the gist. You know, and like your eyebrows, they don't have to look the same every time. They don't have to be perfect. But see, I just filled them in a tiny bit. And then I just take my brush on the other end. I just use this one from e.l.f. Most of my brushes are from e.l.f. And I just kind of brush my eyebrows again just to blend it out. See how that already tamed that one down? All right. I hate myself, I'm sorry guys. So, if I'm doing like a natural, I usually kind of go for a light pink. This is by e.l.f. It's the matte pink. I don't, it's still a little like bubble gum for me, but it's cute. And I just put it on. See, you can do, you know, a nude. I really like pink